Artificial intelligence predicts obscure connections among infections and vertebrates. Utilizing artificial intelligence, AI, researchers have anticipated that there are a lot greater number of connections among infections and well-evolved creatures than first suspected. Specialists from the University of Liverpool have utilized AI, a type of AI, to foresee in excess of 20,000 obscure relationship between known infections and defenseless mammalian species. The discoveries from the investigation have been distributed in Nature Communications. Using AI, a huge number of infections are known to influence warm-blooded creatures, with ongoing appraisals demonstrating that under 1% of mammalian viral variety has been found to date. A portion of these infections, for example, human and cat immunodeficiency infections, have an exceptionally limited host range, though others, for example, rabies and West Nile infections, have wide host ranges. Lead analyst Dr. Maya Warda, from the University of Liverpool's Institute of Infection, Veterinary and Ecological Sciences, said, "Host range is a significant indicator of whether an infection is zoonotic and thusly represents a danger to people. Most as of late, SARS-CoV-2 has been found to have a moderately expansive host range, which may have worked with its overflow to people. Notwithstanding, our insight into the host scope of most infections stays restricted." To address this hole in information, the specialists fostered a novel AI system to anticipate obscure relationship between known infections and vulnerable mammalian species by uniting three unmistakable points of view: that of every infection, every warm-blooded animal, and the organization associating them, individually. Zoonotic infections. The consequences of the investigation recommend that there are in excess of 5-fold the number of relationship between known zoonotic infections and wild and semi-trained vertebrates than recently suspected. Specifically, bats and rodents, which have been related with ongoing flare-ups of arising infections, for example, COVIDs and hantaviruses, were connected with expanded danger of zoonotic infections. The model likewise predicts a 5-overlap expansion in relationship among wild and semi-tamed well-evolved creatures and infections of monetarily significant homegrown species like domesticated animals and pets. Dr. Warda said, "As infections keep on getting across the globe, our model gives an amazing method to survey potential hosts they still can't seem to experience. Having this foreknowledge could assist with recognizing and relieve zoonotic and creature illness chances, for example, spillover from creature repositories into human populaces." Dr. Warda is presently extending the way to deal with foresee the capacity of ticks and creepy crawlies to communicate infections to birds and warm-blooded creatures, which will empower prioritization of research center-based vector ability examines worldwide to assist with alleviating future flare-ups of vector-borne sicknesses.